Okay, today let us start with screw conveyors. Screw conveyor consists of continuous uh, or interrupted helical screw fastened to a shaft, which is rotated in U-shaped trough to push fine-grained bulk material through the trough. Bulk material slides along the trough by the same principle. Uh, a nut prevented from rotating would move in a rotating screw. The load is prevented from rotating with screw by the weight of the material and by the friction of the material against the wall of the trough. A screw conveyor is suitable for any uh, pulverized or granular non-viscous metal or material, even at a high temperature. The conveyor is particularly suitable for mixing or blending more than one materials during transportation, and also for controlling the feed rate of the material in a processing plant. Abrasion and consequently certain amount of degradation of the material is unavoidable. Hence, it is not suitable for brittle or high abrasive materials. It is also not suitable for large lumped packing or sticking materials. Uh, the screw shaft, if short, that is up to 5 meters, is supported at two ends. Okay, let me show you the picture first. Uh, it's supported at two ends, but the longer shaft up to 40 to 50 meters, they are supported by bearing hangers at intermediate points. The shaft may be solid or hollow. The hollow shafts are lighter and can be easily joined to make a long shaft. So you can see the picture of a very good screw conveyor. The screw shaft is driven at one end, and the design may permit discharge to make a long shaft. The screw shaft is driven at one end, and the opposite handed screw at the two sides will cause the and the center discharge. The U-shaped fabricated trough are generally covered at the top to avoid particulate pollution. The bottom portion of the trough is circular cross section matching the diameter of the screw. Generally, a radial gap of 10 millimeter to 20 millimeter is kept between the screw and the trough. Generally, a radial gap that is kept depending on the size of the screw. Continuous screws are different constructional design and style are used. Continuous screws are generally made from 4 to 8 millimeter steel sheet circular section with uh, a hole corresponding to the size of the shaft. One radial slit is uh, is made to in this section and then formed into one pitch of the screw. The section is welded to the shaft and welded or riveted to each other to form the entire length of the screw. The screw may be cast integral to the shaft. The paddle type flights consist of cast straight or curved element fixed to the shaft. A ribbon screw is fixed to the shaft by means of radial rods. The drive unit consists of a electrical motor, gearbox and couplings. Here you can see the whole setup of a screw conveyor. Material is fed through the feed hopper fixed to a trough cover. This is where the material is fed. A number of discharge sprouts with rock gears for closing and opening as required are provided. Screw conveyors are generally operated horizontally or at a small inclination, maximum 10 degree to 20 degree. However, there are special types of designs where the load is moved vertically up or at a small angle to vertical. These are called vertical screw conveyors. The dimensions of principal and component of a screw conveyor are nominal diameter of the helical screw, pitch of the screw, diameter of the screw shaft, wide width of the trough determining the gap between the trough and the screw, the trough height from the center of the screw shaft, the thickness of the trough material, and nominal thickness of the screw flights. Indian Standard Specification IS 5563:1985 has specified the standard dimension of all above components. The recommended dimensions are as per the above IS given in the table 1. Okay. The value of the screw pitch is generally varies from 0.8 to 1 time of the diameter D, that is capital D. Okay, the screw pitch equal to the screw diameter is originally used. The effect of the lump size, the selection of size of a screw conveyor is basically depending on two factors: the conveying capacity required and the lump size of the material to be conveyed. This is the material lump size, you can all see. The lump size of the material determines the minimum size of the screw diameter D, that is capital D, to be chosen. Capital D, that is the screw diameter, is recommended to be at least 12 times the lump size or of a sized material that is at least 4 times the largest lumps of an unsized material. Now there are some points like the capacity of screw conveyor. The capacity of screw conveyor V in meter cube per hour depends on the screw diameter D in meters. The D is capital. The screw pitch S in meters. Its rotating speed N RPM, and the loading efficiency of the vertical cross section area phi. The tonnage capacity Q in tons per hour is given by V into omega, that is pi d square by 4 S into 60 N phi omega C tons per hour, where omega is the bulk density of the material in tons per meter cube, and C, this is the constant, the factor depending on the inclination of the conveyor. In typical designs, S is equal to D or 0.8 D. Now phi varies with the flowability of the material, that is for a slow flowing abrasive material like ash, the value of phi is denoted as 0.125. For the slow flowing mild abrasive material, the value of phi will be 0.25. For free flowing mild abrasive material, that is sand, the value of phi is 0.32. For free flowing non abrasive material, that is grain, the value of phi is 0.4. The value of C varying with inclination angle beta is related as shown in the chart. That is, when beta is 0, the C is 1, 0 degree, and when the beta is 5 degree, C is 0.9. When beta is 10 degree, C is 0.8. When beta is 15 degree, C is 0.7. When beta is 20 degree, C, that is constant value, is 0.65. The screw diameter and the speeds are widely depending on the design capacity of the conveyor and the nature of the material handling. However, the speed is generally reduced as the diameter goes up. And regarding the power requirement of a screw conveyor, the IS number 12960:1990, the determination of power requirement of a screw feeder general requirements has recommended the method of calculation for power requirement, that is capital P is equal to PH plus PN plus PST. That is, capital P is the power, driving power required, where PH is equal to power necessary for conveying the material, Pn is equal to driving power of the conveyor at no end, and Pst is equal to power requirement for inclination of the conveyor. Now, drive power at screw of no load in comparatively low, when Pn is comparatively low, it is proportional to the screw diameter and the total length of the screw. The recommended formula is Pn is equal to dl by 20, where capital D is nominal screw diameter in meter, L is equal to length of the screw. So that is all about screw conveyor, and we will discuss about pneumatic conveying in our next chapter. And that is all for now. Please stay in your home and stay safe and study well. Thank you very much.